Aliyat Neshama for one of our great members, Helen. Your mom's name was Chana Gittel Bat Mordechai. Aliyah should have all the way up in Gan Eden. Okay. Yechave daat. We continue with our Yechave daat class. And so now we're skipped to book 6. We skip around in the book to try to find interesting halachot that people want to hear. We're in book 6, Siman 52. And the interesting question for today is, מי שהיה משתתף באופן קבוע מדי יום ביומו בשיעור בתלמוד במסגרת הדף yomi. Someone is a daf yomi guy. You know daf yomi, where they learn a daf of Gemara every single day, and they want to finish Shas in 7 years. And so someone joins the daf yomi. וכעת ברצונו להשתתף בשיעור הלכות. He decides it's not for me. Daf yomi is not for me. I made a big mistake. It's not easy, Hadaf Yomi. I rather do halacha and learn some halachot, Shabbat or Berachot, or what we're doing right now with Max. B'Shulchan Aruch v'Haronim, I want to learn poskim. Hanimsam epi Talmid Chacham moreh hora'ah, which is not me, a real Talmid Chacham posek. B'makom ha'shi'ur shel Daf Yomi, I want to switch my shi'ur. I don't have time for both shi'urim. I can't learn twice a week. I'm busy. I can't do the Gemara class, the Thursday night Gemara class, and I can't do the Sunday halacha class. I gotta choose one. And so the question is, Hayim minhago harishon Yechave alav k'neder? Is my first class that I started a neder, a vow? I can't break it because I said I'm joining the daf yomi. I gotta see it through till the end. Do I need to do hatarat nedarim to break my first class so I can join the second class? So Ro'i instantly is saying, I see the look on Ro'i's face, so he's like, get out of here. No hatarat nedarim. Let's see, it's actually an interesting question. It might surprise you. The Masechet Nedarim, got the question, Yoshua? You need hatarat nedarim to go out of a class into a different shi'ur. Okay? In shi'ur Gemara, I need to say l'mod halacha. Do I need hatarat nedarim? It's the question. Okay. Hokli Israel every single day for how many years? So let's see. So it's actually Masechet Nedarim in the Gemara Nedarim, which is a very interesting, complicated Masechet, all about vows. Amarav Gidel Amarav Haomer Ashkim ve'eshane perek zeh. Someone says, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to learn the perek of Mishnah tomorrow. A guy says, Hashem, I'm waking up. I'm learning a perek of Mishnah. Or I'm going to learn a Masechet, a whole tractate. Neder gadol nadar la Hashem Elohei Yisrael. You just vowed a big vow to Hashem. The rabbis write, if you didn't fulfill what you said you're going to do by learning the book, learning the Mishnah, whatever you said, you have transgressed the lo ta'aseh in the Torah when you make a neder just with money. If you say, I'm going to spend 180 for maftir, and you don't pay the shul the 180, you made a vow. Lo yahel devaro. You can't make your words nothing. Your words have power. And so the same vow would apply to religious things that you vow to do. It's just like a vow for tzedakah. You always want to say Bili Neder. Everything you do, you want to say Bili Neder. I'm not making a vow. Bili Neder, always. I remember, by the way, when in my shul that I grew up in Deal, New Jersey, 15, 20 years ago, so on Simchat Torah, when everyone's all drunk and they're selling all the hakafot and everything, so the rabbi would get up, and they might still do it, I don't know, and the rabbi says, this one we're not selling for money. This one we're selling for block Gemara. How many pages of Gemara are you willing to pay for this hakafah? And people will say, I'll do 50 block Gemara. I'll do 100 block Gemara. It could take you a month to learn 1 page of Gemara. And so I remember having mixed feelings. I was a yeshiva guy. I never bid, that's for sure. I was a yeshiva guy, and I had mixed feelings. Number one, you're using now a currency that not every person can use. It's kind of not fair to the Baalei Batim who don't have the ability to learn block Gemara. Then on the other hand, wealthy people can always pay money and poor people can't. So they're also using a currency people don't have. So maybe not. But I always had mixed feelings with the people bidding it. Number one, wow, you can really bid 100 block Gemara? You must be a superstar. Number two, are you out of your mind? You're making a neder. You better do it. You better do it. It's crazy. You're crazy. And so Gemara says it's a neder. Beli neder, yeah. We should start bidding Beli neder. They're going to cancel those bids. They don't want Beli neder bids in the Beit Knesset.
Also, you can pay for somebody else to do it, right?
Yeah, you could do that. Okay. V'chen pasak manam Shulchan Aruch. Wow, Mana Shulchan Aruch. So I brought it for you. Mana Shulchan Aruch, Yore De'ah, 213:2. Let's open it up. I bookmarked it. Very quick halacha. 2 seconds. Mana Shulchan Aruch says, Ha'omed shaneh perek zeh, someone who says, I'm going to learn this perek, haveh ki'ilu nadar latet tzedakah. You got to do it. It's a neder. You make a religious contribution, so be careful. When you're in a time of trouble, it's always when you're in a time of trouble. Oh, Hashem, please don't give me the ticket. The cop pulled me over because I was speeding. Please, I'll do the X, Y, Z. I'm going to read the whole Tanakh tomorrow morning. Careful. Careful. It's a neder, something that you can actually do. Be very careful. I've done this for a relative when I was in high school. One of my cousins got like a brain tumor. She's okay. She has kids and everything. But I said I'm gonna learn 1 hour a day. I always like to contribute time instead of pages because time at least I have more control over. And so I did this for her. But be careful. Okay. Even if you don't say the word I vow, you just said you're going to do that. You have to do it. Now you got to finish the Masechet. Now you got to finish the Talmud. Okay. Now, let's go to the second source. Okay. I'm skipping a couple of lines. If you want to look it up on your own later, it's the 6th book, halacha 52. Okay, we have it in the shul. I would think it would appear an hour discussion about a guy who's in a Gemara shiur and he wants to leave. Even if he never said with his lips, I'm going to learn daf yomi every day. He just started going to the shiur. Since he started doing this activity every single day for a while, it becomes a neder. When you start doing a religious practice over and over and over again, it becomes a neder. You vow. Now you can't take it away so easily. If you want to stop, you should need hatarat nedarim to nullify your vows, which we do at Rosh Hashanah. We do it a few times before the holiday, or you go to the rabbi and you say, I want to get out of this. Can you break it for me? The Maharam in Rutenberg writes, who was a great posek, he writes, if someone has a custom to fast every Erev Rosh Hashanah, I used to do this when I was a yeshiva bacher, to fast every Erev Rosh Hashanah. No longer do I do this. I need coffee. If you do it every single year, or to not eat meat in the 3 weeks, which we don't do. We don't eat meat for the 9 days. You want to be more mahmid, and you want to say, I'm going to do it 3 weeks, and you do it 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And then you say, you know what, I want to get out of my minhag. For health reasons, or whatever the reasons are. You got to go to the rabbi, get 3 guys, and do the breaking of the vow. Okay. Now we have another halacha from Chochmat Adam. On the yahrzeit day. On the day of the yahrzeit of the Askara, a lot of people fast on the day of their passing of their parent. So someone who had the custom to fast on that day, actually brings this custom. So it's a real custom to do, if someone can do it, to fast on the day that their parent passed away. And he doesn't feel well, and so he needs to eat. So he wants to break his custom to fast on the yahrzeit of his parent. He has to do hatara. Go to the rabbi and break the vow, even though you didn't say it with your mouth that you're going to do this. If in the beginning of doing something you said the words beli neder, I'm doing this as a beli neder, as a stringency, I'm not accepting upon myself anything, then you don't need hatara. That's the rule for everything. Always say it. Or you can say it one time forever. You can say it one time forever. I'm not eating, even like my father-in-law, it took me years to convince him that egg matzah is kosher for Pesach. Sorry, Ashkenazim. Egg matzah is kosher for Pesach. When I first got married, he would never eat egg matzah. I said, "Come on, what are you doing? And let the kids eat the egg matzah." Mamash halalu straight up. So he said, "I don't want to do it." I said, "Just say it. It's bilin neder forever. I'm not eating it bilin. I'm not accepting upon myself that this is my new vow." And then you're clear forever. And then whenever you want to change your mind and join us, you're welcome to join us. And he's joining us soon. Bimken, Gam Benidon Zeh, also in our class, in our example of the class, a person's in a shiur gemara, shenahag lishtatef be'ofen kabua b'limud daf yomi. He joined the daf yomi. Ve'lo hitneh sheh b'li neder. He didn't say this is only b'li neder. And it rashai le'afsik ve'lo hatadrim. It would seem that he cannot stop the class without hatara. Amazing. And I'm going to skip ahead now and do one more on the you need hatara side of the coin. Ve'afa pi says Hacham Gvadia alav shalom. Ve'afa pi shesh lomad, even though you can say sheminadon shelano hare eno mafsik legamri milimut Torah. The guys that say, why do I need to do hatara? I'm not stopping Torah learning. I'm just switching my subject that I'm learning. It's still Torah learning. El lomad shiur behalacha. I only can learn what I want to learn. It's a Gemara, but that says this. You should learn what you want to learn. Sometimes family members call me up. What should I do? What should I learn every night? I said, learn what you like. It's like the work, do what you like. Learn what you enjoy learning. You like Tanakh, learn Tanakh. You like Gemara, learn Gemara. It seems she'omed eshane perek zeh mesechet zu eno rashai lilmod perek acher o mesechet acheret. It seems, he says, that still, even though you're still learning Torah, it's not a good enough reason. You said you're going to do this Mesechet. I'm joining Daf Yomi for Mesechet Baba Kama. Now you owe God Mesechet Baba Kama. Okay. וכן כתב בספר קרן אורה, אם כן, הוא הדין, it would seem, לכאן שנהג להשתתף באופן קבוע בלימוד הדף יומי, לא יחליפנו ולא יעמיד אותו בלימוד ההלכות. It would seem the halacha should be, you should not switch your class. Sorry, you're stuck with the class until you finish it or do hatara. This is a very unique siman in Yechave daat for me. I'm being perfectly honest with you. This teshuvah from Chacham Vadia, I haven't really seen one like this. All his proofs that he's bringing are that you cannot break the class. And then his final verdict, he just flips it and he says, break the class. So if someone wants to read this themselves and explain to me how we got to the verdict, I would love to learn. I'm serious. I would love to learn it. Maybe the rabbi will watch this and he'll explain it to me. But he just goes on for 2 pages that you can't break the class. It's a neder. And now all of a sudden, he just flips it. And he says, however, ulam, hine bekidushin amru v'shinantam levanecha. It says in Masechet Kedushin, it says in Shema Yisrael, v'shinantam levanecha v'dibrat abam. You got to teach your kids. לעולם ישלש אדם שנותיו, שליש במקרא, שליש במשנה, ושליש בתלמוד, the Gemara says. You should split your time for learning in 3, which is what he's doing. Chokli Israel does this for you. You got to be a well-rounded Jew. You have to learn all the types. You have to learn Torah, Mikra, Pisukim. How many times a yeshiva guy is learning Gemara and it quotes a pasuk, he has no idea what the pasuk is saying. It's a pasuk from Tanakh. No idea what the pasuk is saying, right? You have to learn Mikra, you have to learn Mishnah and Talmud. The Rambam writes, Hayav Adam l'shalesh zeman limudo. You have to split your time for learning into 3. Ketzad. This is going to be funny because this is what the Rambam writes. This is the level of Rambam. Im hayab ba'al umanot. If you're a worker, or mishhad, you do a business. So you're busy working. How long do you work? 3 sha'ot bayom, 3 hours in a day you work, Rambam says, right? Inshallah, please. Yeah. So therefore, says Rambam, ubat Torah, 9 sha'ot. Obviously, you can learn, Rambam says, obviously, you can learn 9 hours, right? If you're a working person, you can go, now the Kollel guys are doing the opposite. They're learning 3 hours and smoking for 9 hours, right? So what does Rambam say you should do? Spend 3 hours reading Tanakh. That's a long time reading Tanakh every day. Rambam says. 3 hours learning Gemara or Mishnah. Halacha. 3 hours learning halacha. What do you do in your life? As a Jewish person, what do you need to do on Shabbat and all these holidays? That's Rambam writing this. That's your that. If someone does this, he could work. These are super. That's how you become the Rambam, basically. So therefore, the Chatula Perisha ve'asete kohen de'ah. Yesh ba'alei batim, says the Shach and the Prisha. Yesh ba'alei batim. There are some workers shenogim lelamod b'chol yom Talmud im pirush Rashi b'tosafot, that they go to learn Gemara. I'm going to use Ashkenaz words for Gemara, Rashi, and Taisvis. They learn a deep Gemara shiur. Yeah. Ve'enam lomdim b'sifrei haposkim, and they never learn poskim halacha. Shulchan Aruch. No, just Gemara. They're making a mistake, says the Prisha and the Shach. You're supposed to learn halacha. They are not fulfilling their obligation to learn Torah. It's amazing. They're not. The guy's steiging away for 2 hours in a Gemara class. If you don't learn halacha, you're not yotzeh. Amazing. That's not enough, says the Prisha. This is what we say every day in the tefillah. It's talking about haynu halachot pesukot. Halacha. What do you do? What do you do? Gemara is amazing. Gemara is amazing. I love Gemara. I learn Gemara, but you have to also learn halacha. Yes, that's the answer.
No, but that's your answer for a well-rounded Jew.
A well-rounded Jew learns both.
No, as opposed to saying if he was sticking to one class.
Yeah.
Always. And he's being told to split, and that's okay. They go, that's because he's saying you need to be alone.
Oh, that's why I'm not. I know, but I understand that the verdict he's giving, but he just gave 100 proofs the other way that it's a negative, it's a vow. How did we flip the script? What happened to my vow? He doesn't explain that part. Unless I'm just not reading it. I don't know. But let's see. He says, "Ve'rat Talmid Chacham." Only a Talmid Chacham, a rabbi, shelomed tesha sha'ot bayom, that can learn 9 hours. Now we're calling the rabbi the guy who learns 9 hours. Rambam called the worker the guy who learns 9 hours. If you have a rabbi that learns 9 hours in Kolel, Yilmod Talmud in Perush Rashi Tosafot. Let that rabbi learn in Kolel. They should learn in Kolel Gemara, Rashi, Tosafot, like they do. They have tons of time. They have all the time in the world to learn Torah. Regular workers. A regular worker that has no more than 3 or 4 hours a day to learn, says a Chumrad, 3 or 4 hours a day. Don't only learn Gemara, you have to learn halacha. Therefore, for sure, an hour question. Yesh le'adif limud halachot. Go to the halacha class, says the Chumrad. Cancel your Gemara class and go to the halacha class. Shem halacha l'ma'aseh. Learn what to do. Al limud Talmud she'en lemedim halacha mepi Talmud, because you don't learn halacha from Gemara. To learn Gemara, ali b'dihilchata, takes a lot of work to learn Gemara and bring it all the way to the halacha. But generally speaking, just from learning Gemara, you don't learn halacha out of the Gemara. It's just back and forth and back and forth. The cow gored, this person fell in the pit. Right? It's halacha, you need to know what to do. The Gaon Rabbi Yonason Eibshitz, Ashkenaz rabbi. What does he say? He writes, Kol mi shelo lamad halachot Shabbat al buryan pa'amayim v'shalosh. Anyone who never learned the laws of Shabbat well 2 or 3 times, lo yuchal li'malet me'avon hilul Shabbat. It's impossible that he will not escape from hilul Shabbat, from desecrating Shabbat. It's impossible. Shabbat is too complicated. You have to learn at least every halacha 2 or 3 times to say, I never break Shabbat. So we have a big job ahead of us. Hem midoraita, hem midrabanan. That's only whether it's the laws of midoraita of Shabbat or midrabanan, like the rabbinic laws of Shabbat, like mukseh, picking up a pen. Picking up a pen at Shabbat is not from the Torah. It's a suit from the rabbis. Ve'aviu HaGaon Melissa b'derech ha'chayim v'siyem, and he writes, ve'alzeh yidvu kol hadavim. What does that mean, davim? Dalad vav vav yud mem. You know what davim. Dalad vav vav yud mem. It's like a poetic phrase. I'm not sure what it means. Shekama muflagim b'Torah. How many people who knew so much Torah, oskim b'pilpul b'harifut b'Talmud? Listen to this line. Listen to this line, Ori. He says, how many great people, Torah scholars, muflagim b'Torah, oskim b'pilpul b'harifut b'Talmud. They go deep, deep with harifut in the Talmud, in the Gemara all day long. Ve'ilu be'halachot Shabbat, come ask them a question about the laws of Shabbat. Inam beki'im klal, they don't know anything. It's a haram, it's a shame. Uba'im lidei safek hilu Shabbat. There's in a doubt whether they ever kept Shabbat properly, but they learn all day long with the thumbs in the Gemara. It's an amazing statement. What is he? Okay, fine. What gain will you get? Only learning Gemara. What gain will you get? If you don't get anything out of it at the end of it, with bottom line halacha. Who agrees with this? A lot of Ashkenazim. That's the Hafetz Chaim. If you only have 3 or 4 hours in the day to learn, make sure you learn some halacha classes. By Gemara alone. You're not fulfilling the obligation to learn Torah if you only learn Gemara. You should learn Gemara. I'm not trying to bash Gemara here. It's the rabbi's word, it's not my words. He's not trying to bash Gemara. Gemara is beautiful. You got to do both. And if you have a choice, we'll see. He says, therefore, the bottom line is this. If during the same time of the class, of the Gemara class, there's also a halacha class, from a teacher who knows the laws well at the same time, and you have a question, which class should I go to? Go switch and go to the halacha class. That you're going up in holiness. So you should understand. So you know how to act like a proper Jew, what to do. So you don't make mistakes in your daily life by not knowing the laws. We already said, if you make a mistake in your learning, it's considered that you did it on purpose. If you did something because you don't know the law, and you're a learning person, you have the ability to learn the law, you're blamed for not knowing the proper law. But if you're really God-fearing, you'll say, do both of them. If you have the time and you could, learn the daf yomi also. And also the halacha class. If you could do both, do both. The bottom line, he says, according to what we're saying, we learn from this. You can stop your daf yomi class, even without a hatara, and learn constantly, bottom line halachot, what to do, which is what we're doing right now in this class. So, Baruch Hashem. So if you come to this class every Sunday morning, this is what it's all about. Every Sunday morning, Baruch Hashem, God bless you guys. We come here, you come out of the class with the bottom line halacha, how to do your life differently or doing the right way every single week. This is what it's all about. If you could do this and also the Gemara class, that's the best thing to do. But if you only have a choice, go with this one. Have a great day. Amazing.